On two separate Monday mornings in the month of May, I'd find myself following the Louisiana and Northwest Railroad from their locomotive facility here in Gibbsland, Louisiana, to their headquarters to the north in Homer. The quiet nature of Gibbsland is constantly interrupted by the activity of three separate railroads: the Class 1 giant, CPKC, the LNW, which we will be covering in this video, and the other short line being the Louisiana Southern. Engineer Jess is seen here firing up our locomotives for the Job 1 today. While commonly only the pair of blue motors are used on Job 1, both Mondays we filmed LNW would feature one of the GP15s lending some extra horsepower. As Jess makes some final inspections on his locomotives for the day, the CPKC mainline would have some activity. Hotshot Intermodal 966 is finally leaving the Gibbsland siding to continue eastward. From what little I heard on the scanner, it seemed like the stack train was having some type of mechanical issue, which kept it in the hole for some time. The 966 is transferred onto CPKC rails in the city of Shreveport, not too far from here. Union Pacific hands it off, and their symbol is ILBNS, signifying that the train originates in Long Beach, California, and is destined for Norfolk Southern rails in Meridian, Mississippi, where it will then continue its journey to Atlanta, Georgia. After our stack train cleared town, the 1448 will be connecting to both the 3048 and the 3814. With all three motors coupled up and ready to get to work, our conductor Carlos is at the signal box that guards the diamond to manually acquire a signal to cross over. You can see in the background the stopped CPKC local. Since it doesn't have a signal to advance, LNW will receive a clear indication to cross over the main line. While the Job 1 is busy building its train, we will stay behind for a short minute to capture the LL49 local. This is the Bossier turn that's based out of the old Mid-South yard in Bossier City. LL49 will be dropping off cargo for both short lines today. Leading is one of the Shreveport rebuild GP32 Ecos. As the Bossier turn is shoving back into the interchange track to drop off some cars, we turn our attention back towards the LNW. Here we catch it about a mile up the line by Parish Road 395 as Job 1 ducks under the I-20 overpass. At the Iron Bridge transload yard, we arrive just in time to see our trio of units pulling in. Unfortunately, the Job 1 would spend several hours switching here at Iron Bridge, and I had an exam to take that afternoon, so I'd have to come back the following Monday to resume where we left off. And sure enough, exactly a week later, we find Job 1 still utilizing the 3 motors just north of Iron Bridge at the Highway 154 grade crossing. Today's train is significantly shorter with 3 tank cars and the LNW marked buffer car, but Job 1 will be adding to its train later today. In the village of Athens, we arrive to find maintenance crews clearing off of the tracks as our train is slowly approaching. The Louisiana and Northwest is actually the oldest railway to operate under the same name in the state. It was founded as far back as 1889. I cannot emphasize the amount of history that is instilled by this railroad. Eventually, I do in fact plan on making a short production overviewing the entire story of this short line. Just in between Athens and Monics alongside Highway 9 is what we call Bailey's Pasture, which offers a beautiful view of the line with some old farm structures acting as the cherry on top. Here we see Job 1 arriving at the Monics siding. Back in the day, Monics would act as a meeting point between north and southbound trains back when a train would run in each direction every day. While those days have long passed, the L&W still utilizes the siding as a storage track. You'll notice the tail end of a cut of tank cars in the siding. Job 1 here is about to switch some to pick some of these up.
Alright, Job 1, on your point, dead derail, back in my 5 stop. Back in my 5 stop line, then dead derail right point.
Job 1 will be picking up every single one of these tank cars aside from 3. And this will greatly increase the length of our train, which justifies the GP15 being added to the point. These tankers are loaded and are bound for the L&W's primary customer, Albemarle, a massive chemical plant located near Magnolia, Arkansas. As our train switches, we are blessed with some excellent sounds coming from these engines, hard at work.
One car. That'll be good, job 1. Three steps set up, job 1.
After probably about 30 to 45 minutes of switching to acquire every car needed, we station ourselves by the small and quiet Mount Superior Baptist Church. Luckily, the LNW does not run on Sundays, so the preacher doesn't have to worry about the LNW interrupting his service. While the two blue motors that are trailing are neat in their own right, it's always a treat documenting one of the GP15s on the roster. 1448 here was once blue itself, but not Patriot Rail blue. If you look on the top of its cab, you can see the Conrail quality blue trying to peek through. While being folded in the Norfolk Southern, the Class 1 Giant would sell it to LTEX, and in 2011, the 1448 would be given a fresh coat of the old Patriot Rail red and blue paint scheme to begin its service on the LNW. Just outside of Homer, we'll wrap this video up with Job 1 scaring some cattle at the Hill Farm Agricultural Research Center. While not quite at notch 8, 1448 and its trailing motors are at notch 7 as they fill the area with exhaust. I hope you enjoyed today's video on my hometown short line. Like I said, expect a history overview of this line in a few months. It'll be a good one, I promise. I appreciate all of you watching, and if you enjoyed, leave a like down below and subscribe if you haven't already. Until the next time, I'll be seeing y'all somewhere out there along the rails, and as always, my friends, thanks for watching.